the 2000 Honda Civic. Just recently, car was running crappy. I just recently took the mechanic. He replaced the distributor cap and the rotor. Also the main seals because it was leaking, and the timing belt was messed up, so I had to replace the timing belt along with the water pump and all of that. After I got it back, it wasn't starting. He said it was the battery. As you can see, I replaced the battery. It's a brand new battery. Still would not start. He claimed it was the starter, so I replaced the starter myself, which is just right underneath there. Very easy to get to. What basically happened, is the car would have all power, windows, everything else. So I'm assuming it's not the alternator. And when you put the voltmeter on there, it reads good volts. So the battery is charging. I was just pop starting it since it's a standard. So it has good volts going to the battery. The problem that I came into, you can hear whenever the car, everything is fine. If you turn on power, everything kicks off. You press in there, nothing. So you lose all power. Now it's back again. No power. So he's saying that it was he's saying it's the starter. Checking through all YouTube videos, what people were saying the number one check is to check your terminals. Now me checking my terminals, I noticed that this one is frayed down here. So that is a piece to replace. So that's what I'm going to work on now, and replace that. So of course I did take it to the mechanics, and they said it's the alternator now. So they're apparently claiming that the alternator, which is right down there, which I do not feel like replacing, it cost a few $100s for that. So starter was $200, that cost about $200. Battery $150. So it's a lot of money to be putting into an old car like this. Yeah, as you can see, that old terminal looks disgusting. So I'm going to go in and try to start the car really quick one more time, so you can see. And again, it was the mechanic saying that I should replace the alternator now, although there is complete juice going to the car, obviously. Yeah, and you saw all the lights came on and then off. So something's going on with the battery. And rather than spending tons of money, like I just said, I just spent a ton of money on a new starter and a new battery. So I just realized that probably for $5, just buy a battery, a negative battery cable. So I have here is a 13mm there to loosen that up. And this is a 10mm right here. Okay, take out the 10mm. Take off that. Put in its whole new terminal. This is just a standard terminal you can purchase at any hardware or any auto parts store. Doesn't exactly, it's a bit longer than I expect. Let's tighten that down. goes on. Make sure this is nice and tight. Okay, let's see if it kicks over. So going back over to the car. Still have juice. Now it starts. So obviously, there's not an alternator. Of course, for as many miles as this thing has, it runs great. But yeah, just wise advice: replace the battery terminals. So those do create, they are pretty important. And that's a $3 fix instead of spending the $200 for a new starter and the $130 for a new battery. So listen to what they say on YouTube.